Hey, welcome back, guys. It's been an exciting couple of weeks around here. Actually, more of an exciting couple of days. Uh, New Year's Eve, it started snowing here. Well, first it thawed. We had a green Christmas, which is crazy. We haven't had a green Christmas in a while. But it thawed, and then all of the water just sits on my driveway and it turns to ice. So then New Year's Eve rolls around, and it rained all morning or all night, and about 7:30 in the morning, it started snowing, and it was this really wet, heavy snow. It was crazy. We got about 6 inches of it, and of course I waited until the end of the day before I decided I was going to go out and try to plow any of it. And by then, it had, because it was wet, heavy, it had stacked up too much for my Husqvarna lawnmower tractor, the one I did a video on, with the little snowplow on it and the chains on the tire. It had snowed too much for me to be able to use that. I tried and I couldn't get anywhere, even with the plow up. It just wouldn't even drive through it. So I got the big John Deere tractor out. Well, I call it big. It's not big by any means. It's like a 43 horse tractor. The bigger tractor with the loader on it. I got that one out and tried to plow the driveway with it, and I just kept spinning the tires, and then I got out on the road, and the road was icy, and I literally just slid down our hill to the bottom of the hill, and I couldn't get back up it. I had to go get my pickup truck and pull the tractor in 4 low back up the hill, and all I gotta say about that is thank God I don't have one of those Ford EcoBoost 6-cylinder trucks, without a V8 in it. That's crazy. I have an old Chevrolet with a V8 in it, and it did the job. So I got the tractor pulled back up, put in the driveway, and I couldn't do anything. So my neighbor came and did our driveway, did a path out of our driveway so my wife could get to work in the morning. And the next day I had to get out there with a thing that we call a snow scoop, which is this big shovel. You can't even pick it up. It just kind of slides across the ground. It scoops up snow, and you can slide it over and dump it out and keep doing that. And I got the mouth of our driveway cleared out with that, and I got enough of it cleared out that I could actually use the Husqvarna tractor to push at it with the blade angled all the way, kind of push some snow away from the house a little bit. And then I was able to get the bigger John Deere out and clean up those snow piles. But long story short was I need to do something different. It's not that I can't rely on my neighbors, because I have really great neighbors, but it's that I don't want to have to rely on somebody else when we have a bad snowstorm. And the solution is, because I can't afford to just go buy a 4-wheel drive tractor, the solution is to put chains on my tractor. So I got on Amazon and looked at how much chains were going to cost for my tractor, and they were between $700 and $800, which to me is crazy, because they are literally made out of chain that you can buy at the hardware store. So that's what I did. I went to the hardware store. I measured my tires and figured out how much chain I would need to build a set, two chains, one for each back tire, a set of chains, and I needed 108 feet of chain. So I went to the hardware store, or I call it the farm store. It's a farm supply store here in town, and they had a bucket of 200 feet of chain that was fresh open, so I knew there was going to be enough in that bucket. And it was 1/4-inch chain, and it seemed to be decent. I've seen a lot of chains made out of that same material. So I got 108 feet of it for $1.49 a foot. So with the chain and the hardware I need to connect the chain to itself, I paid $197, I think, out the door after taxes. So my belief in life is I'm not going to pay somebody to do something that I can do. I have never built chains before. I've seen them, and you can look at them and kind of determine how they're built. So I decided that instead of paying 800 of my hard-earned dollars to somebody else to do something that I have the tooling and the ability to do, then I would do it myself. So I have a Lincoln welder in my garage. I have a grinder, and I have a clamp that mounts to my bench. So I figured that's really all I needed, and that truly is all I needed. So I bought the chain, I put it together. I'm going to add the video of me putting them together, minus the welding. I didn't want to burn out my camera, so I have no idea what welding will do to the camera. So I just opted to not find out. So I didn't have any welding in there, but I have grinding and putting them all together, and then putting them on the tractor and taking the tractor for a ride with them on it. They seem to work pretty good. I drove off into the yard in the deep, wet, slippery snow that I never would have normally drove in. I had a little trouble ascending hills, so what I think I might do is bring the big 2-bottom plow from the field up and have it near the house so that I can hook up to it and have extra weight, because I think with the chains and weight, there's probably nothing that I can't do with that tractor within reason. So yeah, I'll add the video together, edited it together, and hopefully enjoy it. If you haven't subscribed yet, and you feel like you like what I'm putting out here, go ahead and subscribe. Also like to mention that we have a Facebook channel now, or a Facebook page, I think is what it's called, a Facebook page. If you look up Simple Valley Farm at facebook.com, you should be able to find us on there. You'll kind of see what we're doing, what we're up to, what we're all about. I think me and my wife Jill, we're going to do a video to release here sometime in the near future, kind of describing what Simple Valley is and what we would like to get out of this farm here. Anyways, yeah, enjoy the video. Talk to you soon.